Okay,
What's
so
up?
I just watched 10-Inch Hero, where you played and I wanted
just give
to
rock star time.
I wanted to know, did you know your wife? Had y'all met before y'all filmed that?
Whoa. Just kidding, sorry.
Innocent question. Follow up to that.
My ass, innocent question.
How
Not only
do you
did I
feel
know her,
about her nude
not only did I know her, he knew her. Hey, let's not talk about it. I'm just saying. Yes, I did know her. We were friends, and we would actually carpool to work, and that's kind of when the romance started. Was in the car on the way to work.
I wrote Dэнniil a note when we first, well, it was the last one I did. When we first started crushing on each other, and we were both previously, tied up with other people. And so I just wrote her a note and said, I was dating somebody, she was dating somebody. And shady, yeah. Look, man, we were young, you know? But I wrote her a note. I said, not now, but someday. And then I wrote, not now, but someday. And she still hasn't.
Then I started dating this guy, and he was up in Vancouver, and we didn't have kids, and I would take these all-night flights just to hang out with you for a day and then fly back.
But also, I was like on your first date with Dэнniil. I was in Vancouver. She came up to visit you to go on an official date because I think you were finally single.
Yeah, right?
You invited me! And I had no idea. It was the first date. About halfway through, I was starting to get the, what am I doing here? This is not what I'm saying.
I was like, listen, if I give you one of these, we gotta go. That's, if I give you one of these, you gotta go. So
She filmed with Jensen before filming with me. The story goes, I'm not speaking for her, she can answer the question as well, but this is what I heard from my beloved and trusted fellow cast and crew on the show that we filmed in Vancouver together. She filmed with Jensen, and Jensen's all had like 6'6" or something. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're really tall. And then our camera operator was like, wait till you meet the tall one. And she goes, there's a taller one. That's what I heard. Is there truth to that?
Yeah, and then I heard that you told the wardrobe crew that I had to wear underwear.
True, yeah. She was supposed to be wearing clothes on the first scene we shot together, and I was like, nope, not this one. I was very attracted to her immediately. She's beautiful.
I've got many. One that comes to mind, and I'm going to say it for you, is watching him fall in love with his wife. Because it was pathetic. I mean, poor Jen, she just, poor Jen, all of a sudden she just had this tail. And it's following her around, and I knew that as soon as I looked over and Jen sitting in her cast chair, she was trying to keep to herself, she was reading a book. And then, I'm not kidding, this is Jared. Sitting with his legs folded, staring up at her, and I'm like, why is he not going back to his trail? Oh. Well, that's happening. One of my biggest pet peeves in the world
is when I'm reading and somebody interrupts me. Unless it's like, hey, your pants are on fire. We do. And I think in the second episode that she filmed, I remember, because she was an English major, she reads all the time. She was great English. And she's a voracious reader, especially before kids. Obviously, kids take a lot of time. But I remember, like, I want to talk to her really bad. And so I remember going up and being like, so what you reading? And she'd be like, Hemingway. I'm like, cool. I'll like find some Hemingway quotes. I was just thinking, you know, he who doth say, Shakespeare. Obviously it works. We got to know each other for almost 4 months before we ever went on a date. And then we went on a date, and that was it.
Yeah. We became really great friends.
Yeah, we were friends first.
He made me laugh. He makes me laugh.
Take notes, boys. Dad jokes.
By the way, in regards to that first scene that Jared and Jen did together, which I didn't direct, was kind of really embarrassing. But we were watching dailies, and I turned to Phil Secretia, who's one of our producers and editors, and I said, something's going on there. Really? Absolutely. It was so hot.
I did it in New York at our favorite painting, so, and I was really excited about it. And she couldn't make it tonight because it's her bridal shower down in Los Angeles, but she's with family and friends, and so I miss her, but can't wait to see her.
Oh, I'll leave that for me and her, but just know that I was sweating bullets, and I think her response to me was, "What's wrong with you?" And that's how it all kind of fell into place from there. So, and she said yes, which is the most important thing.
So I'm in the middle of planning my wedding right now.
Wow.
And
don't do
You'll look
it!
back on this and be like, why did I care so much about the napkins?
yes. So that's my question. I wanted to know if you left everything up to your wives or if you were super involved with your wedding thing.
Oh, I was super involved, but it looked like this. Whatever you want.
I was big time involved. I bought the ring. I actually pushed him.
He was there. I was present. He showed up.
Yes, that is, he was jokingly saying something, but it's so true. We were so stressed out, Genevieve and I were so stressed out about every aspect. Who sits with who, and what's the silverware going to be, and how many flowers are there? And then you get there, and you say your vows, and everybody's dancing, and you're like, you know what? People just want to dance and have a few drinks and have a good time, and it'll be great. Congratulations. Where are you getting married?
Do you guys remember the first thought that popped in your head on your wedding days when Jen and Danielle walked down the aisle?
Don't cry.
First, I mean, I legitimately, and this is, it sounds maybe a little cliche, but I had no idea what her dress looked like. I had no idea what her, the hair and the makeup and the whole thing. I had no idea what any of that looked like. And I tried not to know. I didn't want to know because I wanted that moment to be, pure for what it was. And I literally gasped. Like it was like a hit to the chest when she turned the corner. And I just remember going, don't pass out, don't pass out. And then the photographer, who's more of a fashion photographer, who's a friend of ours, who agreed to do the wedding, he doesn't really know wedding etiquette. So he's literally jumps in the middle of the aisle and starts backing down the aisle. And I have to move him as he's about to run me over. And I'm just like, Bjorn, get out of here. And then once we turn around, I'm like, I hear this clicking of camera, and I look up and he's in the tree. We had an outdoor wedding, obviously, but yeah, my first thought was don't pass out, because I just had my breath taken away. So
Oh, okay. Thank you.